Okay. I'm back. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Boom, boom.
Hello.
Oh, Ben. You
me.
made it, dude. I'm so glad that you survived the plagues, dude. Sent down by God.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Dude, first he sent the dozens of train wrecks. Then he sends his strongest warriors, the poisoned water.
Mm-hmm.
And then now he's sending the strong winds that will suck you back up into the clouds where things first began.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's quite frankly, it's a mess, dude. We're being bombarded by plagues.
For the average person, I can see how it's kind of frightening and scary.
Mm-hmm.
But let me just tell you. All right, first things first. No winds are going to suck me harder than I've already ever been sucked. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm not scared of some wind, okay? Secondly, I'm just built different, dog.
Built different.
I literally had a genetic test done, and they said, wow, dude, you have a gene inside of your body that it's just an automatic filter on top of what your body already filters. So, like, if some trains were to wreck in the future and, like, water holes were to get poisoned, you'd be unaffected.
Damn.
So, that's pretty cool.
That's powerful, dude.
Yeah, so I ain't stressing.
Speaking of the getting sucked harder than you've ever been sucked before,
mm-hmm.
It reminds me of, you ever see the Disney's Hercules?
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I only watched it when I was a kid. Very faint memory of it.
It's fair enough. So there's a scene in Hercules, and we had to watch this in Latin class or something in high school for some reason. Anyway, there's a scene no joke. There's a scene in the movie where, if you recall, the premise is that, like, Hades is trying to take control of Mount Olympus.
Mm-hmm. And he makes those Titans, right?
Exactly. Well, he doesn't actually, like, make the Titans. He frees them from Tartarus, which is basically a hell, a Greek hell, where all these Titans are being held. So he releases these Titans, and there's, like, a fire one or, like, a lava one. There's a ice one, and then there's, like, a giant tornado guy. And we were in Latin class, and, like, the lava one, he's like, "I'm gonna burn you." And then the ice one's like, "I'm gonna freeze you." And then the wind one, and I kid you not, goes, "I'm gonna blow you down." And, like, of course, there's, like, a bunch of 16-year-olds in there. And, dude, we fucking lose our minds at this fucking throat goat gobbledygook 9000 tornado over here talking about blowing Hercules.
But honestly, if there was anyone that could blow Hercules, it would have to be the Tornado Titan.
Oh yeah,
no one else is strong enough. No one else.
No one else. I couldn't.
I mean, like, as strong as I am, I know my limits. All right.
Try as I might, I could never blow Hercules. Not to completion.
I think I remember seeing, like, a fun fact about that movie that they actually had to reanimate the fight scene between Hercules and the tornado because originally Hercules lost because he went limp after the tornado blew him so hard. And they were like, oh, well, Hercules has to win.
Actually, I saw, like, there's even originally, like, the scene went a little different. And they actually had to, like, reanimate a bunch of it as well because, like, there was a continuity error because Hercules was still hard where he wasn't supposed to be.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, he was bricked up, dude.
Mans was breaking it, dude.
And this was, of course, in that era of Disney where they had like sexual subliminal messaging in all their movies. Man, what a time to be alive.
You know, it has to be said, I kind of miss that era.
Do you?
Just because it was like a fun little Easter egg, you know? Just because, you know, you kind of catch on to it, and then you could like go and tell your friends and be like, oh, dude, yo, we gotta watch this. Look at this. Look, this one scene is fucking hilarious, dude. You gotta, and then, but now it's like, what they got Encanto, and it's just,
I don't know,
nothing.
I've not seen Encanto. Well, actually, my racist niece was watching Encanto at my house several months ago, and I thought, what the hell is this? Because I, of course, I didn't like get into the movie till more than halfway through, so I was like confused as hell. But it's like, all right, whatever.
I think it's if I followed along correctly from what I've seen of the movie, it's Disney's take on the hit classic movie Monster House, but they make but their version, it's like a Hispanic family, and it revolves around like singing and music.
Oh, okay.
Not as cool as Monster House. But I legit think like the chick's house is alive in that movie. Or like it's got the grandma's soul in it or something.
In Monster House?
No, in Encanto.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what happens. All I know is like I saw on TikTok like some song was like popping off. Something about Bruno. Some song about Bruno like being a pussy. But I couldn't tell you. But man, what's funny is that like despite like saying, oh, you kind of miss that era of Disney, it's got to be said, I think they never really left the sort of like sexual subliminal messaging era, because I think I remember there was a period of time, like I think I remember Hannah Montana coming out, and I was in like elementary school or middle school or whatever it was, and seeing a YouTube video where they're like, if you play the Hannah Montana song backwards, it actually reveals this satanic song or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember like what the exact lyrics were, but it was like very sexual. It was like have sex. Like the lyric was something to the effect of like, go have sex. And it's like badass.
If there is anyone that could convince me to go have sex, it would 100% be Hannah Montana, but only if it's played backwards.
Yeah,
if it's played forwards, nah, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, because then I think of Billy Ray Osiris.
Yeah.
Yeah, but backwards, I think of Billy Ray Osiris dating a 19-year-old.
Like, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Speaking of old men dating 19-year-olds, did you see that Leonardo DiCaprio's like publicist or someone came out and talked about how Leonardo's so upset that everyone keeps saying that he's dating super young girls?
But my brother in Christ.
He is. I know.
You are.
It said it's like actually bothering him.
Listen, his kind are very kind folk, and they're just very sensitive to other people's feelings. I of course am referring to the mentally retarded, not celebrities, right? Like, because if you'll recall, he played Al or whatever in Gilbert Grape a little too well. Maybe I don't know. I don't want to say for sure, but he played it maybe a little too well. Who knows?
This makes me wonder if he might actually be, a
pedophile?
Well, I was gonna say, retarded, and we've progressed so much with deep fake voice, deep fakes, that they've deep faked, genetically modified Leonardo DiCaprio to no longer be that.
No, you think Leonardo DiCaprio is a deep fake?
Yeah,
he's the original deep fake.
Yeah.
You know what?
Because if you think about it, have you ever seen him in person and not on a screen? I've only ever seen him on computer screens, movie screens, my phone screen.
I'm gonna take it one further. I'm not convinced he's a real person at all. He must be computer generated.
He's computer generated propaganda to say that it's okay to be in your 50s and date extremely young women who are legally above age.
They are okay. I think we can all admit they are at least legal age. So technically,
that we know of. I've never seen any of their IDs or their birth certificates.
And nor would I want to.
No, I would not want to. I don't want to get involved.
Listen, I'm not the government, okay? God, I just think it's funny that his publicist had to come out and say something. It's like your mom coming out and saying, like, hey guys, what our little boy is like really hurt by what you're saying here.
Oh my god, dude. I remember
he's actually kind of upset about this.
The only time my mom's ever done that for me, this kid wanted to fight me, and he lives in my neighborhood, so we rode the same bus. And one day he came onto the bus and slapped my face and called me a pussy. But the slap didn't hurt or anything. But since I'm a very pasty white guy, my face just turned red,
Yeah.
So I get home, was minding my own business, having fun, playing Call of Duty. I'm not hurting. I feel perfectly fine. My mom sees it. She's like, "What happened to your face?" I'm like, "What?" I go and look in the mirror, and there's a red mark there. I'm like, "Oh yeah, this kid walked by me on the bus, slapped me, called me a pussy. Whatever though." She goes outside, walks over because the dude's my next door neighbor. Knocks on the door, talks to his mom, and was like, they used to be friends. I don't know what's going on, but he slapped Ben, and I'm just really concerned and all this stuff. She told me she was going to do it. And I was like, no, you don't have to. It's not a big deal. I'm not hurt. I don't think anything of it, whatever. And then the next day, dude, he got on the bus and he was telling everybody that I was a pussy for going to get my mom and all this stuff. I'm like, that's not even what happened, but okay.
That's one. It's funny that he couldn't even get his mom to help him. What is he, from a broken home? What a pussy.
Probably.
God. Two. I say this with a little bit of remorse. I never got into any fights in school. Maybe I don't even know if I really got into any scuffles or anything. But looking back, I kind of wish I did. At least one.
I'm glad I didn't get into, because that dude, next door neighbor guy, he tried 3 times to fight me, and I just wouldn't. And the first time it was very close to it. But then my sister and her friend came and forced me to get into the car, and it was probably really good that they did that because we were standing on the street And my plan of action was to pick him up and slam him as hard as I could into the pavement.
Oh yeah, you'd be in jail.
So like, yeah, I'd be in jail. So, I'm very thankful that did not take place. And then the only other 2 times I was ever in a scuffle, they both were because I had joined the football team and the coaches like loved my work ethic. Because I would just go there and just like work out, but I didn't. And I say like work ethic in quotes because like I'm a super easy sweater. Like I sweat so easily, and so like I'm just not doing the bare minimum, but doing average work. But I'm just sweating like I just jumped in a pool, dude. And the coaches were like, "Oh, he's putting in that fucking
That's a
work.
hustle,
he's not playing
dude.
around,
Hustling."
Like, yeah, straight up. And it made a lot because the coaches, they're just like, I got people on this team that have been here for 3 years and they don't work as hard as him. And like they would say this in team meetings and stuff. So like kind of put a target on my back from all these people, but whatever. And so the
beast.
The quarterback, dude, we were playing basketball in the gym. And I played basketball growing up. So like I know I had pretty decent defense. And he was just getting so mad. Like, he was calling me fat. He kept, like, he would call foul all the time. I'm like, dude, I'm not even fouling you. You're, like, running into me. Like, I have my arms up. I'm not hitting you. Like, you can be quarterback starting varsity. And just let me, I'm decent at basketball. Like, at defense, at least. Not even the whole game. Just good at one aspect, I'm just like, yeah. It's okay. You're not going to be great at everything you do. There's going to be people that are better.
I love that you're giving him this pep talk. Like, hey, bud, listen, I know you're not that good at basketball, but like, it's okay. You're good at football.
Dude, he got so pissed at that. Like, it just like attacked his ego or something. But I was just like, damn, this really isn't even that big of a deal. We're not playing for state title. Like, we're in the fucking gym for second period, like, fuck.
Yeah.
And he's getting so worked up. This man, he like just pushes me as hard as he could. I like rolled my right ankle and then like I'm on the ground and then before I could even get up, he comes up and just kicks the shit out of my foot. Dude, I hopped up so fast and I grabbed him by his collar, like on the shirt, slammed him against the wall. I was like, yo, you ever do that shit again, I'm going to make sure you can't throw a football for the rest of your life.
Holy
and like
fuck,
everybody in the gym, they were just staring. The coaches, they didn't know what was going on. Because, like I never get like that, And then my friend had to come over and like pull me apart. Turns out that dude made me tear 2 ligaments in my ankle. So I had to wear a boot for like 3 months. But that's like the one time I would have wished I just like laid someone out, dude.
Well, like thinking of like it's funny because I think about it now. Like if I got into a scrap now with a high school teenager, I would fucking kill them.
Oh yeah, dude.
But I'm also like a grown man with a grown man's body.
And you've also learned how to pivot your hips with a BJJ.
Dude, I've got that great hip switch.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, I think the reason why, like, I kind of wish I would have gotten into a scrap or something in, like, maybe a high school is one, like, I feel like kind of a pussy for not having any fight stories, like, that I can really think of. Like maybe elementary school, but like that's not anything really interesting to talk about. And people like if I tell people I do like martial arts as an adult, they're like, "Oh, so you're gay?" And it's like, well, no.
Oh, so you do karate?
Yeah. Like the joke in some places, like, "Oh, Mexican ground karate."
What the fuck?
Yeah. That's what some people will call it. Mexican ground karate. But it like those aren't like that interesting to tell. Like I wish I had a story and a sense of like, yeah, maybe I got my ass kicked, but I didn't back down. I don't know. Because like I also feel like if you get into a fight in middle school, you know, you don't get any permanent damage. You're kind of just chilling. It's fine. You know.
But you do it now, pushing 30, you got to worry about like if they hit your head wrong with their fist, that could kill you. If you hit the ground wrong,
dude, that's
it could kill you.
Like you literally, if you punch a dude wrong or right, depending upon the circumstance, you will one-shot him. You know what I'm saying? Like if you hit them the right way, instant death.
Shit gets upgraded from, you know, just assault or public disturbance, whichever, straight up to manslaughter, dog.
Yeah, it's like, fuck. I didn't mean for that to happen. But it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like I've got this weird sense in me, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure like plenty of guys feel this way of like, am I a real man if I haven't like been tested in that physical way? You know, I don't know. I know it's like kind of silly, like it's a silly thing to think about, but you know, I can't help thinking about it every once in a while.
You know, this might sound weird, but the feeling that I had got when I slammed the dude against the wall and like just seeing his face shift from like this cocky little dude to just like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. I fucked up.
Yeah.
Like it's gotta be said, that's a high that I've been chasing. Yeah, that feeling of just of power, you know, just like that. It just hit different, dude.
It makes you hard, dude. Like really explains Hercules.
Oh yeah, it does.
Super strong dude, always hard, like that. You know,
always.
Like, oh shit, that's Hercules. Dude always is hard. Like every time
he's banned from all the China plate shops because he just fucking knocks everything over.
Like every time, like you know he's coming into town because you just hear boing all over the place. Like just everywhere he goes, you're just like, oh shit, boing, Hercules.
Diving board broke, and they just jump off of him.
Yeah, just jump off his throbbing hard cock. Wow. Oh, to be Hercules. But I don't know, man. I don't have, like, the older I get, I don't have that many regrets from like my sort of school, like middle school or like high school age. I genuinely don't really have like regrets because you know what are you gonna do? If like you regret too much stuff from high school and like that's how you end up like being a pedophile. I'm convinced. I think that's like the pedophile pipeline. But getting into like a scrap, that's kind of the closest one I had is I don't know if you know him, but Asian Brian. I'll say that. I don't think that's doxing. Asian Brian, he was in my grade at my school. He had a brother. In middle school, he was like in our middle school, Bloody Knuckles was big. Did you guys have Bloody Knuckles? Okay. So Bloody Knuckles and Bloody Knuckles-esque things were big. And one of the things I got kind of like, I guess he was starting to try to do it, is he learned how to like put in a rear naked choke. And he paid me like, he was like, I bet you $10, $20, I could put you in a rear naked choke and choke you out. $20 if you get out, you know, and nothing if you don't, sort of thing. And I'm like, all right, I'm a tough guy. I'm a tough guy. I'll take that bet. And like now, you know, having done some BJJ, I don't think I would take that. I mean, like actually now I would take that bet, but it's a different context. And I was like, I'll take the bet. Whatever. And he sets the choke in, and we were at school when he does this. We were like at a field day outside or something, literally field day. Like, or like, just we had some like free roam time for some reason. And he sets this choke in and starts choking me. And I remember I'm like trying to squirm, trying to get out, because I'm like literally 12 years old, and I'm like not getting out, and I'm starting to panic. And the thing that I do is I stand up because he's like koala'd onto my back, and I literally slam down to like try to escape. Oh shit, I fucked up, dude. And that was my like big move to escape, is I like slammed onto my back and onto him to escape the choke.
Did you get the $20?
I got the $20. I got the $20.
That's all that matters, dude.
Like, I will say, like, it worked, overall.
Mm-hmm.
But it definitely felt kind of cheaty. Like, I still think about that to this day. I still think, like, oh, damn. It counts, but, like, it doesn't feel like it counts.
It definitely counts, and I'm going to tell you why. There's no rules in fights, dude.
Well, especially
all it comes down to is you want to be the winner, dude.
There's no rules in field day bets.
That too, yeah.
You
like, imagine if he came up to you and he was like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna put you in a rear naked chokehold. You get out, you get $20. If you don't, then you don't get nothing. But here's a list of things that you cannot do." And it just left you with just all you could do is just lay there and let him choke you.
Well, I think that's what he was expecting. I bet he watched like some YouTube video or something, right? Like how to do a rear naked choke, and that's where he got the inspiration. Which, if that's the case, then fair enough, I guess.
I wonder how much of a different man I'd be if I would have watched YouTube videos like that instead of gaming content.
It's one of the weirdest things to me. And I think about this every now and again, is when I first started watching gaming content, and not like YouTube videos, like short little videos about like, one-off games or something. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking like proper gaming content in that it was like, let's say people playing games, right? Like watching people play games.
Mm-hmm.
The first one I really remember, I'm sure there were others before this, but the first one I really remember was a guy on YouTube named Chugga Conroy.
I love Chugga Conroy.
Chugga Conroy's a G, dude. Dude's what's up.
Dude, that was like my first dude too.
I'm sure that there were others, but I can't remember any others. But Chugga Conroy was like a sick dude. But I like it is weird to me. Like when I think about it every now and again, I'm like, man, why is this so popular? Like, why do so many like like I totally understand why gaming is popular, but it is kind of weird to me that gaming content is popular.
I think it's your older sibling is playing the games and you're watching them.
Hold on.
Am I not working?
Matt, you made it. You survived the plagues. You survived the plagues. God sent down dozens of train wrecks first. Now he's poisoned our waters. Today, he sent the skies ruptured open to send the gusts down to bring us back to the skies from whence we came. You survived the plagues. Wow.
Yeah.
Gotta turn you up.
Oh.
Let's see.
Yeah, voice mod's trash, so.
All right, say something.
Hello?
Okay, that's better.
Okay.
But you think it's like little brother syndrome?
Yeah.
Or like, I don't want to say syndrome. I don't think it's reasonable.
Yeah, not syndrome, but it's yeah, just like you watch video games with your siblings, and like I could understand that, being a thing for people. And also, like, you have to think how many little kids watch game streamers, and they can't like get access to all the newest video games and all the newest consoles and stuff.
Admittedly, there is an element to it of like, I watch streams for some sort of review-esque content.
Mm-hmm.
And that's definitely a part of it. And like, I think that makes sense. But
I know from my experience, especially with like Chugga Conroy, because he's played like a lot of games that I'll probably never play or have an interest in playing. I just liked like the knowledge that he had on the games.
Yeah, he was an interesting dude.
That was always very, very surprising. Like how in depth he could talk about the games.
Dude, did you ever watch his Pokemon Crystal Let's Play?
Yes.
Where he straight up made these like special animations for every Pokemon on every route. Where he's like, look at this special little page he makes where he like details their stats and stuff. And like he talks about like which Pokemon he wants on his team and like why. And I still remember I was watching and he like gets a shiny coughing. And he was so hype about it because he's like, yo, I actually really wanted the coughing. And now it's shiny and it's like perfect. And he named it Methane. Like that's like I'm going deep into the autism memory banks, but Chugga Conroy is fun because he's an endearing character. But it's
I'll still go and watch a little bit of his stuff every now and then.
I haven't watched him in a really long time.
It doesn't hit the same, just because I think I'm just like past that part of my life. But I'm still like glad that he's like making that content.
Yeah.
And he's having fun with it still.
I don't know, but like the older I get, the less I watch gaming content for entertainment. Right? Like if I watch gaming content, it's more that I'm watching for the person and the game just happens to be the medium that they use to like, you know, kind of like this. Like I'm not like giving satisfactory like tips and tricks. I'm just playing. And I'm using this as an ad, like as B-roll for like just chatting and stuff. Kind of it. I don't know. Like I do think that there's something to the little brother thing, except that I don't know exactly because I'm not a little brother.
Well, like it's just it's about accessibility. Like not every kid can get every game. So you start off by watching somebody play it, and then you get into their personality, and then you just watch them play games. Like I personally, the only gaming content that I ever watched relatively often was the Let's Play channel that Rooster Teeth ran. But I've never been into gaming content.
Yeah, I just don't support like sexual abusers. So
well, yeah, I was a big Rooster Teeth fan when I was a kid. Pre-recording myself jerking off and sending it to fans.
And then he became an even bigger Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, listen.
I was the fan they were sending videos to.
Listen. If there's one thing we've learned, you can jerk off in front of your fans, but you have to do it in person. And you have to ask them first if you're allowed. Like if you
true, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Louis did.
You got to say, "Hey, can I do it?" And then everybody says yes, and then he does it. Or then people say no, and then he doesn't do it.
Yeah. Yep. And listen, like where chivalry is dead, except in the case of Louis. Louis, very chivalrous.
I mean, like, we don't have to get into it.
You know, it's just got to be said. At least he asked.
Right. And that, see, we're big fans of consent. That's what it's about.
Don't sexualize without consent.
Don't do it. Just don't.
True.
Listen, I named this series not a grift, but I should have named it the Pokimane Was Right series.
She was all along.
Yeah, and you don't have to specify because all along.
All
It's
along.
always been that way.
I don't know what it is that she's talked about.
Actually, all of it.
I know
she's talked about anything and everything.
I know of two things she's talked about. Number one, I know she's talked about don't sexualize without consent. And it's so true.
So true. Just don't do it. It's easy.
Don't do it. It's easy. Don't do it. And then number two, she had some opinions on Andrew Tate. She called Andrew Tate like a bit of a cuck or something.
So true.
And at first I was like, damn, that's crazy. But now I'm like, so true.
So true.
The more you find out about Andrew Tate, the more I'm like, oh, gross.
I mean, really, you just have to look at that picture of him where he's like got his eyes bugging out.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up just so that we're all on the same page.
I don't know. To be honest, I just never I only knew a couple things about him, and like the couple little bits that I heard were like, "Oh, that's funny," or like, "Yeah, I guess."
The thing that blows my mind about the whole Andrew Tate situation. Well, I guess it's not really the Andrew Tate situation, but I distinctly remember that I was getting Andrew Tate videos recommended and popping up left and right before any of y'all. Before it got huge. And
I only got videos of people making fun of him.
And I remember I messaged in the Instagram group chat, and I sent one of his videos, and I was like, do any of y'all know who this is? This dude's like a douche or something.
To blow up.
And then I was like, and every single content that I see, he just like talks shit about women, all this stuff. And then I remember Matt saying something along the lines of, I guess that just shows what kind of videos you be watching, Ben.
Yeah, I was about to say, YouTube had you pegged for a misogynist.
Right.
But like the thing is like
the algorithm, dude.
Literally, but see, the thing that I realized was that was the start of the very first wave that he was like pushing to like get all of that stuff out there, because then a couple months later everybody was talking about Andrew Tate this, Andrew Tate that, and then he came out with like the Top G course or whatever that shit was.
Yeah, the Cobra Clan.
Yeah. And then it all made sense that somehow, for whatever reason, the man who just uses YouTube to listen to music and watch like some random game videos here and there, he gets fucking Andrew Tate recommended to him.
Yeah, whatever reason.
Yeah.
Sure.
I swear I'm not like him. I swear.
Anyway, I saw that, like, that picture of him is just like, well, that explains everything you need to know about Andrew Tate.
Just send it. Hold on.
I don't know if that's edited. It probably is. But that picture to me just screams, this is a guy who has like thrived off of his own insecurities.
Well, the thing that's so funny to me about Andrew Tate is I saw an interview or something that someone did where they spent time with him, and they're like, yeah, he invited me out with him and his like brother, and they're in love. Like they're like the Property Brothers. They're gay brothers in love,
right?
But they're like, yeah, we went to the club, and like all the low status Cobra Clan, they were like trying to like get the girls, and they were talking to girls. Andrew Tate is like a top G. My man's was playing chess in the club, and they were talking about this as if it was like a positive thing, and all I could think was like, damn, that's like some autistic iPad kid shit.
Yeah.
Like you're only doing that as an iPad kid. Can't stop playing chess. Okay, Andrew, it's time for you to get some bitches. No, I just want to play. I just want to play chess.
Just let me play chess on my iPad.
Let me play Ant Game. I love Ant.
You play more Ant Game?
I love this. This game rules so fucking hard, dude. It is easily one of my favorite games of all time at this point. It rules so fucking bad.
Nah, it's not better than Satisfactory, though.
Restart this level because I'm just getting wrecked. But God, this game rules. I love ants.
We can't stop playing this game. Well, good to know that we're both being productive.
I will say Hogwarts is way more fun than I thought it would be.
Holy shit. That was a good one.
Ben, I will agree with you. Hogwarts is pretty fun, though.
That game does look interesting. All I've seen is just like quick little clips of people Avada Kedavering people, and that is fun to me.
My wife and I have been playing it together, and it's one thing that we've been doing is like you have to like help. You can help other students, and every opportunity we get, we're as mean as we can possibly be.
Yeah.
Like we always choose the mean option, and it's funny because for every mean option, the student will be like, "Wait, are you serious?" And it gives you the chance to like backtrack and go, "No, I didn't mean it. I'm just kidding."
Justin.
And we never relent. We're always like, "No, I'm serious."
You gotta go do those fetch quests, and then like you give the item back, or you're like, "Hey, I got the item," and they're like, "Oh, thanks. Can I have it?" The option's always like, "Yeah, here you go," or "That'll come at a price."
Or nice. Like the other one is like very early in the game, like this girl is like, "Man, isn't Hogwarts crazy? There's like this puzzle, and I can't figure out the puzzle." And you're like, "Okay, well, if I have some time, I'll do the puzzle." You do the puzzle. It takes like 5 seconds. And then the girl's like, "Oh, wow. I can't believe you did the puzzle. Like, what was the solution?" And the one option is like, "Oh, yeah, you just tell them the solution." The other option's like, "I'm not going to tell you." And she's like, "Wait, are you serious? You're not going to tell me?" And the two options are just like, "Oh, I'm just joking," and "Yes, I'm serious." So we choose "Yes, I'm serious." We go, "Yeah, no, figure it out yourself. Like, you couldn't do it. You had to ask us for help. We figured it out fair and square. What are you doing?" It's like, damn.
That's pretty awesome.
Badass.
I don't think I've chosen like a mean option yet.
Does your character have voice lines?
Mm-hmm.
Is it well acted? Because I
The
remember Fallout 4, that was always really annoying.
the acting in it, if you're trying to like do a super RP, the acting is probably a little frustrating.
Okay.
If you're doing like if you're just playing as if
funny wizard game,
funny wizard game, it's fine. The one thing that bothers me about it, and I don't know if it's just like our TV or what, but like the voice acting sounds echoey. Like just the main character's lines sound echoey. I don't know how else to describe it.
No, I think that's like that on mine too, and I noticed it a lot whenever I was like first creating my character and changing the pitch on it. Mm-hmm. And it's like the higher I went, the more like garbled it sounded and like just not clear. And then same with lower. So then I just kept it in the middle because that sounded like the cleanest.
I wonder if they literally did just one cut of it and then like pitched it up and down.
I bet you it's an artifact of the pitching, however they're doing that. Because I noticed that with like using voice changers and stuff, it gets like warbly and doesn't sound good.
I just almost thought that they would have just like hired multiple voice actors to like do it for the multiple pitches.
You'd think.
Well, I thought whenever I was like, oh, there's a pitch slider, I was like, okay. And then I thought that it would be different like voice actors, but no, it's just the same. And it like legit just put it in like some mixer and just like pitched it up.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like, but the game's fun. I'll say that the game is fun. Like, we're not very far in it, but it's like just a neat, fun wizard game. It definitely wasn't worth all the people getting like very upset about it.
Not at all.
Okay.
What are you? Not a transphobe?
No, I'm just. Well, I can't really say I'm that surprised. No, it's just, if that's what you think.
Well, also to be fair, she has nothing to do with the game. It's just like,
yeah,
based off of like the books that she made,
right?
But she literally had no creative control over it.
I mean, aside from like inventing the whole world,
Yeah, but it's already she's
like God to them.
Right.
She's the god of that whole thing.
It's already invented, and so these people just made a whole new thing within that world.
I don't know. I think she's God.
I don't know. I think she's a genocider.
Like, you can say all sorts of stuff about how, these guys made a new thing, but that's like, you have to make a new subsect and declare it. Like, you have to make the New Testament.
Oh, yeah, so true.
And God was directly involved in the Old Testament stuff. And, he was for the New Testament, if you're into that.
Yeah, but they made a new guy for the New Testament.
Right, that was all written by, like, these apostles.
Yeah, that's...
And, yeah, there was a new guy. There was a new guy that the whole thing was about.
Yeah, they were like, oh, hey, the new guy, if you're concerned, the new guy is the old guy. Like, they are one and the same. But, like,
different, but he's new.
Yeah, he's also different. Like, he's separate.
We just give him a fresh little spin for the modern.
It's like whenever
it's a reboot.
It's like
whenever
yeah. I was gonna say it's like whenever they do a time skip in a show and like people like age up. They did the time skip in the Bible, but they aged God down, gave him a physical body.
Yeah. And the Holy Spirit. Don't forget the Holy Spirit.
And the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
People aren't into this metaphysical voice talking to a guy thing. They want to see God. They want to know God.
Well, listen,
they were jerk off to the poster of God in their room.
Hell yeah.
Bro, the burning bush just was not doing it for him anymore.
That was the big thing. The burning bush was the big jump the shark moment for the Bible. The Old Testament.
That's like one of the first books in the Bible.
Yeah, no,
actually, the first book in the Bible is Genesis.
Yeah, and then Exodus is somewhere. I don't know.
They were into it, and then they were like, "What the fuck is this bush nonsense?"
That was when it got too woke for me.
Yeah, the writers really just like wrote themselves into the corner with the burning bush. So then they're like, "Yeah, we can't just like."
Bush is a total Mary Sue. It's just talking.
We just can't keep bringing this back, and so they're like, "What do we do? Let's just make a whole new character."
When the fuck did God get bush powers? Like, what the fuck? That doesn't even make sense. Like there was no training for that or anything. It just came out of nowhere.
Well, see, I think it doesn't really make a lot of sense because now this is what I've heard. I don't have any proof on it or anything, but I've heard that a couple of the books that kind of explain the burning bush and like lead into it got burned in the Library of Alexandria. So.
I do not want to read a supplementary comic to understand the Bible.
Yeah, that's like extra lore. That's like extra lore that people are into, and it's technically canon, but like the majority of fans are not looking into that at all.
I'm not going to read 45 extended universe books.
I might watch like prolonged YouTube series about it where a guy narrates in a really affected and annoying voice.
Sure. But like that's kind of where I have to draw the line.
I might throw on the audio book and double up the speed.
Yeah, honestly, that's a good call.
honestly, I just wish somebody would read them all and then like make a couple movies to condense it down for me. I'm not going to read. Reading is for nerds.
I don't watch that many movies. I have still never seen all of Harry Potter. Like intently watched it.
Yeah, but you've seen the Harry Potter 20th anniversary reunion special.
Did we actually watch that? We watched some of it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we did watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
Hagrid, not
R.
a
I.
robot.
Robot Hagrid, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Robot Hagrid. The background to that is that I thought Hagrid was a robot.
But also R.I.P. him in real life too, though.
Sincerely.
Yeah, my guess.
I don't really care.
I mean, like, yeah, sure.
I didn't know the guy.
I didn't know him either.
I did. I knew.
What good did he ever do for me?
Hey, I'm going to take that back. R.I.P. Hagrid. I can't hate on Hassan for shitting on the Queen being dead and not R.I.P. Hagrid.
Did he do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, what a piece of shit.
Hassan was like,
give a fuck.
Fuck the Queen.
Yeah, he's like, it was at an airsoft field, and someone was like, "Yo, the Queen's dead," and then he just goes, "Oh, good, fuck the Queen, eat the fucking rich." I'm like, dude.
Field.
I'm like, dude, my brother in Christ, you're literally the rich you want to be eating.
Right. No, yeah, I mean, he doesn't make any sense, but you got to have a hot take every now and then. You got to say something real dumb to get people fired up. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing.
It's gotta be.
It's an art. You have to know what's dumb enough that I can say, but like won't actually get me in trouble. It'll just rile people up.
Know when to hold them. Know when to fold them.
Yes.
That's the song. Speaking of shitty celebrities, I am really bothered by something recently.
Mm-hmm.
And that is buccal fat. Buccal fat.
Oh, yeah, the removal
buccal
of it.
fat.
Buccal fat, yeah.
Buccal fat. I saw an Instagram post yesterday where it was a slideshow of like 10 celebrities who got their buccal fat removed in the last year. And holy shit, I have never seen so many 30-year-olds racing to look like they've been tortured in a basement.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I really enjoy the trend because it's one of those. It's totally out of my control. I can't do anything about it. So it's just really funny.
I don't care from a personal level. It's just another one of those celebrity trends where you just go, "What the fuck?"
There was one specific celebrity that reminded me of the Jigsaw puppet from the Saw series.
Yeah, you're thinking of fuck.
The girl from Glee?
No, Madonna. You're thinking of Madonna.
Yeah, Madonna.
Yeah, she revealed her new face at the dumb thing everyone was at and freaking out about. And
the Masked Singer?
Bad. No. The award show, not the Grammys.
Have you seen Madonna's new look?
No, I have not seen Madonna's new look. I have not seen her new face that she bought.
It's pretty cool.
Are you sharing it?
No, I'm not gonna. Ben brought it up. That's his responsibility. There you go.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, Google link. What is this?
It's okay.
I don't want to download it onto my computer.
You just copy paste it. It goes on your clipboard.
You know, you could just select a photo and then copy paste it and it goes into your clipboard.
Yeah, you just hit right click, copy, and then you control V it right into your Discord there.
What did Madonna look like when she was young?
Something like that, I guess. I don't know. Probably.
Wow.
She dated Dennis Rodman.
That's totally different.
Did you just look up young Madonna?
Yeah, I looked up Madonna young. She looked totally the same. She looks no different.
She was the 80s sex icon.
Yeah. When I look at that, I think of sex, I guess.
Oh,
Not in like a bad way, but just
Oh yeah, like you wouldn't do it if you were on like TV.
Oh, hold up. Did you consent? Did you get consent from her to think of her like this?
Well, no, you actually forced those thoughts on me because you said she was an 80s sex icon.
I didn't force anything.
You brought it up.
Ben,
you said it.
You sexualized Madonna without match.
You sexualized Madonna, and
I didn't sexualize her. I was
against
just saying
my will.
The sexualization of her from the 80s.
No, you said she was a sex icon.
Because she was sexualized in the 80s.
It's pretty messed up, dude.
I was just stating a fact that of the people of the 80s.
Pretty messed up, dude. I'll forgive you this time. But so this buckle fat thing, though, right. I looked up. I was like, where did this come from? Why is this popular? And the best I got was a CNN article that said, this is so popular because it can really make it look like your cheekbones are carved.
Yeah. It's like the same thing that the people are doing with I don't get them anymore because not on Instagram, but it was like those jaw exercise things that you would put in your mouth and chew.
There's like little hollow rubber balls.
Yeah, like doctors and stuff were coming out and they're like, yo, this is actually really dangerous. Don't do that. You can do really bad damage to your jaw.
This whole buckle fat thing just like stinks of mental illness to me, though. But
well,
you know,
like
what do I care?
I think it's people who want to look like the filters on their phone, which is good. Good on.
You know what? Why not?
All your dreams.
Always be afraid.
Always be. I imagine that on tattooed on somebody. Just always be afraid.
Yeah. Always. Be afraid. Ben, your mention of the jaw exercise things reminds me of this. I got an ad for this on Instagram. It is called Neptune gum. You guys heard of this?
I have not.
So Neptune gum is it's sold in like a little Altoids tin, basically. And it's marketed as like the original gum. And the main thing is that like you open up this Altoids tin and there's like these little, let me see if I'll post a picture of it. I'll see if I can find it. But they look like little crystals almost. Neptune gum. Did you pull it up?
No, I'm just imagining it.
So
in my mind's eye.
They're in these. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Just posted it in the chat. So it's sold in these little Altoid tins. They look like little crystals. It's sold as the quote unquote the original gum, and it's made from like some like tree sap or something. Apparently. And it's from some tree in like Greece or something like that. Like they apparently chewed it in ancient Greece or something. I don't know. I just read the very basics of the marketing material like a little while ago. But one of the like they tout the benefits of like it really cleans your teeth, like because it's all natural. It's not super soft, so it really actually gives you like a jaw workout. It's like very good for your jaw, and it's like they were naming a number of benefits. One of the benefits that they were touting was that the gum is reusable. So in the ad, a guy is chewing a piece of the gum, takes it out, sticks it to the top of the lid of the tin, and then takes it off the lid of the tin and chews it again and says, you can keep chewing this over and over again.
Badass.
I was kind of bothered by
sold.
instantly sold.
That's awesome. Reusable gum fucking rules. There's no reason why you shouldn't have been able to reuse your gum before.
But I mean, isn't that just all gum anyways? You just you decide to spit it out or not. But like you can still just put it away and then just chew it again later.
Yeah, Matt, you can just put it away.
No, because sometimes gum, when you chew it for a really long time, it just like deteriorates. It like literally just crumbles. It's weird.
If that's your issue, then like yes, I agree with you that there is gum that just sort of deteriorates.
Like Orbit, but like Juicy Fruit, I've been chewing that, in place of eating a lot of candy, and it never deteriorates. It just
loses flavor.
But I think my
it's
problem.
Not a cool rock.
Yeah, it is like a rock shaped.
Mm-hmm.
I think my problem with it is though that like they tout this as like a big benefit, and it's literally just like gum in a tin
that's rock shaped.
Yeah, it's like rock shaped, but it doesn't stay rock shaped forever.
But it is rock shaped
for now.
Like you get it. I'm sold. I think it's cool. It comes in an old-timey tin. You can pretend to be a miner, prospecting for gold.
Okay. So if you think it's cool,
or a soldier in the war,
I guess if that's your thing, yeah, cool.
Let's see. How much would you pay for a tin of this gum?
I bet it's going for like $15.
Now let's hear your guess.
I'd say $15 is fair.
Okay.
Or a fair expectation. I'm not saying that's a good.
I'll give you
this. Really like 20.
I'll give you the subscribe and save price first.
Hell yeah.
$26.98.
Jesus.
The one-time purchase price, $29.98.
Yeah, but it's reusable, so
I think we're gonna have to investigate.
And I'm not gonna lie. I thought about it.
Look, we each chip in $30 or $10. Get us some reusable gum.
It's made from mastic tree resin.
Yeah, it's legit.
Sounds like a form of cancer.
From
Chios
friendly
word.
Greece. It's got pharmaceutical benefits, biomedical properties. It's got beneficial health effects. Wow. Neptune Gum. Hey, if you're listening, sponsor me, please. If you sponsor me, I will chew your gum.
I hope she sees this, bro.
She's gonna see it.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna win her back. I'm gonna win her back. The most popular bundle they have is a 2-pack for $60. It's a 60-day supply.
Buy one for 30 or two for 60.
60-day supply. A piece of gum a day. I thought I could reuse the shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
No. It's not.
Nah, that shit's lasted me all year, baby. I'm Dollar Shave Clubbing that shit.
All year, not your whole life. 110 should last you your whole life. It's reusable.
Yeah, it should. It will. It will. I'll use one piece of gum a week. That's what we could do. That could be our first big stunt.
If you look at the pictures, it's not a piece. It's like a pebble. So not all pieces are made the same. So like what you need to do is you need to take like a big one and a small one to even it out to like have a medium piece of gum.
The reason why it's reusable is because it's just a fucking rock and you can't ever get it to its gum form.
You just suck on
it. I would break my teeth on that. I broke a tooth eating Cheerios once.
What the fuck?
Cheerios?
And then I broke a tooth just like feeling around with my tongue.
What the fuck?
And then it snapped in half, yeah.
Dude, drink some fucking milk. Holy shit.
You know, like it's a genetic thing. Like my dad has bad teeth,
bud.
and I had inherited that from him.
Matt doesn't drink milk.
I drink milk. I drink real milk. I drink
Matt
real
doesn't
milk from a
get
farm.
calcium.
I get calcium. Fuck you.
No, you don't.
Dude, that
You're
was
right.
way too defensive for you to actually be getting calcium.
Yeah, he's so defensive. It must be true. Even though if you watch Jim Can't Swim, the people who protest the most are innocent.
No, that sounds like
he'll tell you.
That sounds like a scam.
Sounds
You
like
guys are a
something a
scam. This friendship
non-milk
is a
drinker
scam.
would say. This friendship is a scam?
This friendship's a scam.
Listen, I'm the only one of our friends like trying to make YouTube videos, okay? I'm trying to lift our friends up.
That sounds like a scam.
Holy shit, dude. You know what I just remembered?
Yeah.
This just got like, dude, that this just made me think of it. You saying you're the only friend that's trying to make YouTube videos. I actually made a Pokemon Fire Red series for a little bit because of Chugga Conroy.
Whoa.
Is it on YouTube?
Probably somewhere.
That's not helpful, Ben. What was your YouTube channel? You have to tell us. You have to tell us legally.
I don't know. Probably something like Ben Plays or something. I don't remember.
Ben Plays.
Ben Plays.
I used to have one where I would harass my dad and make him super mad and film it and then post it online. And I can't find it anywhere.
Ben Plays game?
Oh, maybe.
It has 30.9 thousand subscribers, so
Nope.
probably not.
Nope.
Or it could
Not
be.
that one.
Ben Plays Fire Red Pokemon.
I'm gonna look too.
No. Super Carlin Gaming. There's no way. I don't even know why I'm like even bothering to look on the first page. I'm gonna scroll way down.
It probably got deleted because I think they
My God.
cleaned it up and like deleted a bunch of inactive YouTube channels.
Good.
Not good because that means Nick's stuff is gone.
We were never gonna find that. He was never gonna show us.
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen him and Aiden prancing around.
Sort by upload date, but I can't even start from oldest.
Okay, I did that, and I'm looking at the oldest one. There's a Ben No Sol. Is that you, Ben?
It could be because I've got no soul.
There's only one video.
I remember I was talking about it in gym class, and then I guess someone overheard me, and they left a comment and said, "Hey man, I heard you talking about your YouTube channel in gym."
There you go. Ben's
That
YouTube
sucks.
channel. Or were you Insomniacs for Hire? Or Ben Holt? Wosham?
This isn't Ben. This is like some kid just playing fucking Pokemon though.
The comment on it is, yo, where's part 2?
Classic. Classic kids making YouTube videos. Or making a YouTube video and then never doing it again.
Hey,
I
respect.
think I had at least 2 videos up.
I had two videos for a Pokemon series. You guys were in it.
It was... Oh yeah, it was like I was doing it on an emulator, and so like I would just speed up the game while I like walked around and stuff.
I don't blame you at all, though. I couldn't sit through an entire playthrough of Pokemon, even if I was playing it.
Yeah, all my old YouTube videos got some views.
Holy shit, what the fuck? Sorry.
One of
This
my
giant
YouTube
spider.
videos had 426 views.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. a bunch of mine got like over 100 views, which is kind of crazy.
Your old
my
Breaking
old
Bad
channel,
videos?
yeah, well, all of them, like, because I had more than just those Breaking Bad videos.
Wow.
This is awful.
The old videos I made for high school, like some of them got, I think I think one of them almost made it to 10,000 views. Poopy 2012, and then it got deleted.
One day I'll show you guys my old YouTube videos, the old ones, all the old ones,
Not the Breaking Bad ones.
not the Breaking Bad one. Well, there's only one Breaking Bad one.
Yeah. Well, it was that good. I assumed that it was well practiced.
No, it was just a one-off thing. Yeah, Walter Jr.'s big day. Wow. What a trip down memory lane. Yeah, I'll show you guys all the videos I made in for high school, like video class or whatever it was. Time to be alive. I gotta pee. I'll be back.
Okay. What the fuck? There's another one of these stupid spiders. All right, well, they can just keep going.
I don't even remember, like...
Are you still trying to find your YouTube channel?
I'm trying to think of, like, the name, because I definitely didn't have my name in it. I, like, came up with, like... I don't know, some, like... I used, like, some random word, and, like... It was, like, that word, and then, like, plays, or something. Like, it was, like, the moniker that I wanted to go by.
I deleted my YouTube channel because I knew it was cringe even back then. Even though I long for the days of water bottle documentary 1 through 4. Those were the days. Man, good times. I deleted it like a chump. Push the army ants back. Fucking how do I do that? How the fuck do I do that? They're army ants. My ants are sweet, innocent babies. I gotta start making Let's Plays for this game. It's so fucking good.
Do it.
I love this game.
What are you doing?
I was just talking about how playing the ant game has made me really want to start streaming or just like making Let's Plays for it. Because it's so good. Like, it's so good of a game that I want to get people playing it.
Do it.
It's incredible.
Why not?
It's a wonderful game.
I mean, it's pretty much what I've started doing.
Yeah. You're so good at YouTube.
And how many videos have you made recently?
Infinity.
Yeah, actually. Infinity videos. I've actually made 2.
You've made 2 YouTube videos recently.
Yeah, I did.
Let me see them.
Okay, here's one. And here's 2.
You made those. Because those look like my videos. Where
Why don't you read the description there, pal?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Who's in there?
I'm platforming you. You better watch it. Maybe I won't.
I do watch it. I watched the second one today.
I'm pretty pleased with my thumbnails. It's got to be said.
There's a what was it? Oh, in Senpai Gaming. It's Harris Heller's.
Yeah, the OBS guy.
Yeah. He has in his Discord. There are people who will post their thumbnails and give each other feedback on it. You should go there.
I think your thumbnails should just be wacky, goofy.
Well, I mean, like, if we want to go full Mr. Beast, we can start doing that.
What?
But, like, his whole method was getting in Discord chat or, like, chat rooms with people who were, like, obsessed with wanting to improve their content and just giving each other, like, rough feedback constantly.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think I'm good. I mean, that's my point.
My mindset
is to not have any standards.
Which is fine. If that's your shtick, then that's your shtick.
Like, having standards and, like,
the exact opposite way.
Trying to make a bunch of good shit, like, sounds great. But, like, up until now, I wasn't making anything.
Well, yeah, and that's fine. And that's the thing. Like, when we made those Pokemon videos, my thing was I wanted them to be really well polished and good.
Which I don't blame you for wanting that.
And that's I spent a lot of time trying to make them look good, but in reality, I just fucking hated making Pokemon videos.
I think the ultimate idea we had in the first place wasn't bad, though. Which was just
Ben cheated. That was another thing.
Oh, yeah, so true.
I didn't cheat. Oh, my goodness. We had the option to turn off battle animations. And besides, it didn't even matter because we restarted and I still got super far ahead of y'all.
Ben cheated. And I just, he cheated once. How could I trust him? How could I trust him? My brother in
Christ, you had the files. You were editing the videos.
I'm telling you, I'm watching.
You could see I wasn't cheating. I had battle animations on.
Well, then the other thing that happened wasn't it that, like, Justin's audio got fucked, and it was.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that derailed us completely.
That was ultimately, it was like episode 3, and there was like some critical meme about episode 3.
Yeah, and like Justin was popping off.
That was a big Justin episode.
Man, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Justin.
I'll never forget him.
Pokemon.
Rest in peace, Pokemon.
You will be missed. I guess.
Oh, fuck yeah. We told the army ants to fuck off, and they did.
Damn.
Yeah, actually.
Bro, you can't be speaking to the army like that, bro.
I don't respect the army ants. I disrespect the army ants. Now we're getting leaves from the big tree and its rules.
I don't know. I still think that, like, our initial idea behind that, though, wasn't bad. Of just all of us making videos together.
Yeah.
We just
I don't hate that.
Stopped doing it.
Well, and the other critical aspect of that too was editing and rendering was a total bitch because I was still using Premiere at the time. And I had thought that I had done everything I could to fix the rendering times, but I didn't. And it wasn't until I had dove into it much, much later that I found out that, my software just wasn't able to use my graphics card. That was another really big thing about editing all that shit together. Because I would set it up for an hour. It would take, I think it was a minimum of like 10 to 15 hours for it to render.
Christ.
So like I couldn't do anything.
Well, now that I don't know, I think we could like go back to it one day.
Maybe one day.
I'd be down. I'd be down.
I'd be down. I don't think I could do Pokemon, or at least not a classic Pokemon game. Maybe something a little different. Like if we played Pokemon Snap, maybe that would be fun. Who can snap?
They
all
did
the
make a new
first?
Pokemon Snap game.
Yeah, I hadn't played it yet. Then that is actually one of the few Switch games where I was like, I need to get that. That and Breath of the Wild, and then that was awful. We could all play Breath of the Wild.
I was about to say, I thought you hated Breath of the Wild.
I do hate it. I fucking hate that game, but that could be fun. I have a series on my channel where we all play Breath of the Wild, and I'm just bitching and moaning about it the whole time.
Hey, brother, you wouldn't be the only one.
That would actually be really funny, because a lot of people would hate that. There would be so many people who might stumble upon that video and provide us with hate comments so that it gets traction in the algorithm.
I don't know. That sounds awful.
You don't want to play that one?
We'll play Breath of the Wild 2.
We could do that, except everything I've seen about that game also makes it look like shit. And like, I'm fine with playing Breath of the Wild 1 because I already own it. I don't want to have to buy number 2.
I don't want to play anything on the Switch.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a really good point.
We've been playing, we've been playing Harry Potter, but we've also been playing Switch Golf, and that's actually been fun. It's just like Wii Sports, right? And that's been fine. But if I had to play anything substantial on the Switch, I think I'd just rather stop playing games altogether.
Whoa, bro.
It's a bad system. It's a awful console.
Sucks. It's awful.
I can't wait until the Harry Potter Switch port.
God, are they doing that?
I don't think so.
I didn't think that would be possible.
You just hit download, hit play, and then just immediately blow up your Switch.
It feels like it would. That console is like really bad.
Yeah, it's not comfortable to play. Well, I've always played it docked and using a different controller.
Yeah, that's how I use mine. And I have no clue where my dock went, so I haven't touched it.
That sucks! Holy shit!
I'm not stressed. I'm playing Harry Potter.
One thing that pisses me off about the Switch, actually, is that part of the business model for it, part of the intended business model is that they want people, like if you are a family, the intention is for you to buy multiple Switches.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, like they are.
What the fuck?
That's part of their intended business model. Is for you to buy multiple Switches.
That's awesome.
Which is like, imagine if like Sony came out and they're like, yeah, our intended business model is for you to buy multiple PlayStation 5s.
My parents would drop me on my head if I had ever asked them to buy like another, like me and my sister's different Xboxes.
Yeah, my parents would just tell me to share. Just take turns, dipshit. But Nintendo, I mean, like, a DS is, I guess, one thing. Like, I feel like it's maybe a little bit reasonable or more reasonable to, like, have an expectation to to buy your own DSs. But Switches, like, they're already, like, $300+.
Man, the best thing about the Nintendo DS was just being able to have one person have a game, and then it would always have that. Like a lot of the games would have an option where you could just
Oh yeah.
Have them go in and basically like kind of drop you the game, and then it would just you could just play together. That was the best thing ever.
That was the best. Playing Mario Kart with friends.
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
There was like that Mario 64 that came onto the DS, but it was like a remake version of it. Had all those party games on there.
Yeah, it did.
Dude,
I remember
play
there were
that on
several
the
times
bus
during
all
recess.
the time.
Yeah, we would all whip out our DSs on a rainy day at school. We were allowed to get them out for rainy days and play them. We couldn't play them if it was a nice day. We had to actually run around.
God,
the DS was the best handheld.
Easily. Well, PSP. I like that a whole lot. I liked it.
I never played PSP.
I had a PSP.
It was really ahead of its time.
That's what I've heard. Like in
it had like internet access and everything.
I had a PSP Go, and that thing was pretty much just like a little. It could play some PS1 games. I remember I played Spyro on it.
I had a PSP, but my biggest problem with it was what am I supposed to play?
The other cool thing about the PSP was you could remote access your console.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the remote access is cool.
I had movies saved on my PS3 that I could watch from anywhere. That was really cool.
See, I had like the first iteration where it came out when the PS2 was still around. PS3 hadn't been invaded, so fucking invented, so I didn't have all that extra stuff on it. But man, did I tear up some Daxter on there.
Dude, yeah, Daxter. I had Daxter. Trying to fucking figure out the bug fighting.
Dude, yes. Oh my goodness.
The PSP is also, I had a UMD of some like special Family Guy episodes. So I had it came with the PSP. It had like 4 or 5 Family Guy episodes. It was badass.
Oh my goodness! Do you guys remember the? It would be like I think it was for Game Boy Advance. I think they had some for DS where it had like the
TV shows.
Yeah,
I had a bunch with Sonic on them because my mom had bought a bunch of games and shit from a coworker.
Fucking
and I guess that kid was autistic because he had like 5 episodes of Sonic for Game Boy Advance.
Dude, man, they need to start doing shit like that again.
I don't know about that. You can just download them to your thing.
Yeah, they need to start making Game Boy Advance episodes of Breaking Bad.
Dude, I would watch it. I would watch it.
Yo, you seen the newest episode of Breaking Bad? Nah, dog, I haven't been to GameStop yet. I gotta pick up that Game Boy Advance cartridge first.
Like, they just don't do... Like, I just feel like they don't do anything inventive anymore. It's just, like, same generic copy-pasted shit.
Yeah, like, I will give you that they don't do anything interesting anymore. But I will say I am so glad to be in, like, the digital era, I guess. 'Cause I hate owning shit physically.
I do now. But
I think the biggest part of owning things physically, like, I hate, is just, like, the space it takes up. But, man, do I miss, like, the weird bonus features on DVDs, or, like, they'd have, like, random mini games on the DVDs. Just, like, all the cool features. Just, like, random shit like that.
I guess. I just I don't know. I just don't really like media enough to give a shit about a lot of that either. Like, I I don't have time as it is to like watch the basic things that I feel like I should watch in the first place, let alone like watching director's cuts of shit and like behind the scenes of stuff.
Oh, behind the scenes though, like on YouTube, so underrated. You learn so much about how films are made and different shots, like how they get them.
I mean,
if you have any interest in production, behind the scenes are indispensable. Like I wish that I had more DVDs to look at for that stuff, but that's YouTube. It's all on YouTube.
I mean, really though.
Yeah. So
it's I don't know. Like it's nice having it on YouTube and it just like being there, but like also at the same time, like it just doesn't hit the same.
Yeah, but putting a DVD in the thing is a pain in the ass.
I don't even have a thing to put DVDs into.
Neither do I.
How? Yeah. Honestly, I miss VHS.
I can't remember. Like there's a certain nostalgia for VHS, but like,
What the
I
fuck?
don't know. There's not really any technology thing that I miss. Like the Nintendo DS was it. That was it, especially with like the share play stuff.
My brother in Christ, you are the technology that you miss.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing that I miss.
I don't know. I'm just happy to like move on from stuff. I don't need to like keep,
I love living in the past.
I'm okay having not watched the Da Vinci Code on DVD.
I've watched it on Netflix.
Yeah, see, I'll watch it on Netflix if I really like feel the urge.
I also just find like big stacks of like old boxes for like DVDs and games to be just a bit like cringy.
Yeah, my dad like bought a bunch of DVDs from like the $5 bin. Like Christ, have you ever looked at like the $5 bin at Walmart of DVDs?
They got some gems in there.
It's got to be everything now. Sick. Well, I guess people still buy DVDs?
Oh yeah, people still buy DVDs. Yeah. People still buy DVDs. People love DVDs.
Well, I don't blame them because everything gets fucking kicked off of streaming platforms over and over again.
Dude, when are we coming back to the box set?
See, I could understand owning box sets for whole shows.
Like, because
a little bit more.
I mean, like thinking about it, they got rid of a few episodes of Always Sunny.
Oh yeah. And they took off like one episode of Community too, the Dungeons and Dragons one.
So, I mean, in a way, like, I'm not saying it doesn't make any sense at all, but it does feel silly.
I just think, I don't know. I just hate having stuff. I hate having stuff. Like I've got a couple of old like CDs, like music CDs lying around. And it drives me crazy whenever I'm tidying up and I bump into them because it's just like, what the fuck am I doing with these? But I can't bring myself to throw them out because, there's a certain nostalgic connection to them. And then also it's like, what if I can never access this music again? Because that happens to me on Spotify all the time where like I'll flip through songs and then it'll auto skip one where like it sits on it for a second and then it moves on to the next thing.
Yeah. That's actually happened to me with a couple of songs. I have I follow a couple of one artist who like they went through a fucking shitty sort of breakup, I guess, with their record label. And so they like you just can't find the music. just almost like pretty much just doesn't exist, and that's shitty. That sucks. And then Chance the Rapper, I've got like his old acid rap on my old iPod Touch. And one of the songs on Spotify, they recently put acid rap on there. Juice. Not on Spotify. But it's on my old iPod Touch.
Couldn't get the right of the sample or something.
Yeah. I can see my iPod Touch right over there. I'm never gonna like bust it out or anything. Because like I just cannot be fucked to do that, but
had to charge it up.
If I really wanted to, I could.
I had my old like iPod what was it, Nano?
Thirsty.
And it only runs when it's plugged in.
The juice.
Man, I've been meaning to like, I don't know, but with all that being said, the idea of like, I see value in the sort of like owning media physically, because one problem that like we run into with like digital media is that like in a lot of cases you don't actually own it. You just sort of like own a temporary license for it, and like that sucks, especially if they decide for whatever reason to remove licensing. But at the same time, I'm so thankful to not have to physically carry shit around, because I just think about the fact that like how many times I've moved in the last 7-8 years.
Oh yeah.
If I had to move a stack of CDs around, I think I'd kill myself.
Dude. That's actually a really good point. Just thinking about having to like pack all that shit up, unpack it. See, and that's probably why so many people just leave their boxes just like boxed up for such a long time too. Because they're like, I don't really like use this stuff that much. I'll just keep it boxed up.
With like a collection or something like that, moving is the least of a worry because that's easy to pack.
I guess.
Just put it in the box, and it's super organized because it's all the same thing.
I mean, yeah, you can, but every time I've moved, I've like also thought about like I should get rid of everything I own and care about just so I don't have to move it.
I feel that way with random odds and ends. But with like a game collection, when stuff's the same, yeah, that's just easy. Like when I moved all my G Fuel tubs, that was easy because it's like, oh yeah, these are all the same thing. I'll just put them all in a box together. They easily fill it out. Done. No worries.
Well, I guess when you put it that way.
Yeah, like moving is not the biggest problem. I get it. But moving random shit, when you just have like random knickknacks and things that people buy you because they're like, oh, I was thinking of you and I bought you stupid bullshit. Gee, thanks. That stuff sucks because it doesn't fit in boxes right. Or it's like some stuff's just heavy, or it's just stupid. It's just stupid. That's where I lose my shit when I think about moving things. But as far as just like collections of stuff, I think it's just really one of those things where it's like you just got to do you ultimately. Because like especially when you said the DVD box set thing, that's what got me thinking about different stuff that I wouldn't mind owning. As far as just like a collection of stuff. Like my grandpa's got a collection of what was it? A box set for this Old West show. It was a really good show. I think it was called Deadwood.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's nice to just be able to get that out and watch it. And DVDs are very underrated. Honestly, I'm flipping over. Having a DVD collection is cool and badass.
Yeah, what are you going to watch it on?
Lets you fill up shelf space so you can, not look like you live in a sterile mental hospital.
What are you going to watch your DVDs on?
You buy a fucking DVD player. You can put it in a console. You have an
Xbox.
Xbox.
You're gonna buy a DVD player. You're gonna buy my PlayStation is discless, dog.
Wow, what an idiot! What are you gonna watch your fucking DVDs on?
Fuck,
dipshit. Yeah, you're stupid. You bought a whole PlayStation and didn't get a disc drive? What the fuck? That's like half the reason to have a PlayStation. You convinced your parents to buy a PS2 in 2004 because, oh, a DVD player is $200 if we play. No, it was the Blu-ray. It was both. Yeah, PS3 has a Blu-ray player in it. And it does games, Dad.
That's not how I convinced them to buy that for me.
Listen,
I convinced them to buy it
because folks.
Because my dad wanted to play it too.
Wow, what a nerd. Spending time with your dad?
No, we didn't play at the same time.
Leave It to Beaver?
He had games he wanted to play. I had games I wanted to play.
I didn't have games that my dad played with me.
Whoa. What is this?
The normal
that
American
was his uncle. They play
Cat's Cradle.
Fun, wacky Cradle. Little secret games.
We played Cave Explorer.
Exploring Matt's cave.
You know, I will say I don't think the devs, when making Hogwarts, they thought about how you could just abuse the broom to quote unquote solve puzzles.
Don't have the broom.
Just instead of fucking actually solving them, just hopping on the broom and flying to where you need to go.
Wait, is the puzzle just walk from point A to point B?
No, there's like puzzles where it's like you have to figure out how to like move stuff around to like get you in there and like just get to different places and stuff.
That's my inherent problem with just Harry Potter overall, is just that when you have a world of magic, you have no problems at all. Like that is a perfect example where
wow, Matt, you're really getting
magic just breaks the game.
You're really
it's a magic game.
The problem with Harry Potter. You should make a video essay.
I'd
watch it.
Here's my problem with Harry Potter. They just don't have any problems.
Well, no, it's just that magic is lame. When you really consider magic being a part of the world, it's like, why is any of this? This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense in a magical world. And Ben's thing is a perfect point. If you can fly, why do you have this problem?
I mean, why do they have any of the problems that they have? They can.
Right. It's magic.
They have magic. They don't have problems. Except, like transphobia and stuff. But that's like, they don't care about that.
But in a magic world, there shouldn't be any transphobia. Because you'll just make yourself into a woman or a man.
That was the thing. They have a trans character in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, like, you want to be trans specifically?
But that's it.
Why wouldn't you just become a woman?
Well, maybe that's the thing. They want to be a trans person.
Sure.
They're non-binary, dude. That's what non-binary is.
You know what? All right. I mean, it's fine. I don't care. I'm not a computer wizard. Just all seems very complicated.
Yeah, it is.
It seems a little overly complicated.
It's like Dwarf Fortress, but for people who don't have soft skills.
I want to play that game.
What?
I don't. It's one of those games I am interested in it just because of like the hype around it. and I've seen YouTube videos about it, but I have no idea what the fuck you're supposed to do, and I don't want to pay $30 for like a spreadsheet manager.
I feel that way in a way about this game.
Yeah, satisfactory.
Yeah.
Are you finally hitting your fatigue point?
No.
Okay. But that's the thing is, I know I'm gonna get sucked into that game because I'm the kind of guy who gets sucked into Cookie Clicker.
No,
I will play the shit out of Cookie Clicker, and that's all that game is.
This is not Cookie Clicker.
That game is just Cookie Clicker. You mine resources, you mine cookies, and that leads you up to like being able to get grandmas, and then you get other things.
Matt, have you recently seen what I'm doing?
Matt, I think you are just all you're doing is just comparing progression in video games.
Yeah, like
yes, but like you're just doing a thing for nothing.
No.
That's all video games, though. If you think about it.
No. Take a look at what I'm doing.
I'm looking at your thing. Yeah, you're just building conveyor belts for your idle tap simulator. You can buy upgrades for your taps, so that they'll self tap, and then you can double the speed, and then double it again. Listen, I know this gameplay loop.
I don't think you do. I don't think you understand.
This is why I've said I know this well enough that I know I shouldn't buy it, because I'll just get sucked into it, because I get sucked into those exact kinds of games.
Fair enough.
You should buy it.
Resource management.
Who am I to tell you what to do? You like to play ant games.
Ant game rules. An ant game is resource management.
Glad you're not getting sucked into anything. Glad you're being productive.
Listen, I acknowledge that I'm sucked into this, but I already owned it. I do not own Satisfactory, so I can at least control that.
Fair enough. Glad we all are working on the things that we've aspired to do. Coding. I don't know, whatever else. I'm very happy.
Aspired to be a wizard, and that's what I'm doing.
You know what? You're living your dream.
I'm an ant queen.
You sure are. We're an ant queen. So are you gonna actually stream that game then?
Sure, I can.
I mean, I'm not asking you because I want you to stream it.
It's just I have to set up the whole stream again.
I mean, you don't have to do it if you don't want to do it. I'm not making you do it.
I do want to do it. It's just that that's the whole thing with the stream. Well, we've talked about this where it's like I just think like game streams are lame.
They are. But, you know. Whatever, who cares?
What are you making right now, Jonathan?
I'm working on my steel factory. So I've got steel pipes and steel plates or steel beams being made. Half of them are being piped over to my main base for the space elevator. I'm piping half of them over up here to make steel beams encased in concrete. Over here, I'm making motors. Just regular motors. I've got like copper being plumbed in. I've got rotors being plumbed in from my iron factory over there. And once I finish improving the steel factory, I ripped it all out today. I deleted the whole thing and I've like rebuilt it from scratch. Once I've got the steel factory done, I was going to go do oil. Work on an oil refinery.
You've got a pretty good eye for like layout design, dude.
Just this is all I've been doing. This is all I do anymore. I see in the language of the factory.
Just sucks you in, man. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, I know.
You just get sucked in.
But I'm not angry about it.
You're not
Happy.
gonna get out.
No, I don't.
At some point, you're just gonna hit a point where you break. I'm telling you, I've seen it a million times.
Your anecdotal experiences are not empirical data.
Cool.
Just saying.
I mean, maybe for you, dude.
One day it's gonna happen, and you're gonna say, "Hey, man, it happened," and I'm gonna know exactly what you're talking about.
You know, if there's one thing I know about
it was gonna
Jonathan,
happen.
is that this man knows his limits. He knows his bounds.
That's all I'm talking about. Is just you're gonna hit a limit. You're gonna say, "Why am I playing Satisfactory?"
Oh yeah. I actually like when you put it that way. I
Right.
will hit that limit, but I hit that limit with everything I do, not just. The only thing I don't hit that limit with is code. I don't typically like get too. I don't lose my mind too bad when it comes to like writing code stuff. Working on that.
I don't lose my mind, but I hit my limit.
I don't think I do. I'll hit a limit like for a short period. That's like a short-term thing. The 30 concrete per minute.
What was that?
What?
Nothing. My Discord I think it just dropped me out and in really quick.
Oh, I heard that too.
Somebody's spying.
Did the recording stop?
No. It did that the other night though. That I was so mad. It
How
wasn't
can you
that
tell?
I had to just look.
Oh.
It'll tell me if it dies.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you have to set it up with a command and everything.
Yeah. But God, I was so mad when when the recording just shit out.
Yeah, don't blame me. That always sucks. That always sucks.
I mean, it wasn't too bad because luckily I had it recording through OBS as well. So it definitely could have been worse. But it was just so frustrating. Because then I had to like I had sort of figured out how to edit it together. And then just having to figure out how to do it within DaVinci instead of like setting the audio in Audacity was just so frustrating. But it was actually kind of fun. Like I enjoyed the whole process. And thinking about it all, it definitely made me want to stream over just recording.
Sorry, it's not a cutscene, but there's a cutscene in my game.
It's not a cutscene, but there's a cutscene in my game.
Well, it's like cutscenes in like Half-Life where you can move around and still do your thing, but you just there's exposition going on. And they're setting things up so I can kill these other ants.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Wow, ant game. Ben, are you playing anything right now?
playing some Hogwarts. What are you laughing at, dude?
So, right now, my ant colony is in like a terrarium. I think in the game they call it a
thought I did
formatarium.
something.
No,
I was about to say, like, it's just Hogwarts, dude.
And they set up my ant colony versus another one. So like they just put them together and then they lifted up the thing and now I can crawl into their place. And the guy was like, I wonder, it looks like he's having too easy, this ant colony's having too easy of a time. And then you just see a giant finger come in and smash a bunch of my ants. I just thought it was funny as shit because it was the last thing I expected. It was very, very funny. Ant humor.
Gotta love it. Nothing like it.
I thought maybe a question had been asked to me and I just like straight up ignored it and then answered, "Oh, I'm playing Hogwarts." Like, I don't know. I thought I did a faux pas with that laugh.
No, I was laughing at Ant Game.
Man, the comedy writing in Ant Game is apparently pretty crazy.
It's a good fucking game, dude. It rules.
Have you guys talked to
No.
Nick at all?
No.
He landed. He's in Tennessee again.
He's back.
I mean, oh crap. In a state again, not Tennessee, because we don't live here.
Wow, Ben just doxed us, dude. What the fuck? Spent all that time trying to like avoid getting doxed.
We definitely don't live in the Memphis area.
What the fuck?
But he's probably just unpacking everything, settling in.
Painting.
Oh yeah, painting. He was doing that.
Yeah, his whole friend group's into D&D.
Wow. Everybody's playing D&D but us.
Yeah. It's a pretty crazy thing.
Hey, we got this going on though.
Yeah, that's
true. We're doing our own thing.
We're doing our own thing. Fuck them. Fuck them. I hate them. I hate them. They're bad friends, and I'm canceling them.
I'm not even friends with them.
Yeah, I'm not. I haven't been like, super tight with that whole group. But I hate them. That's why. I knew better the whole time, actually. I always had this weird vibe around them. And that's why I hate them.
Yeah, me too. Why not?
Yeah.
What?
Me and all my homies hate them, so we hate them.
Me and all my homies hate that friend group that we're not a part of.
Yeah.
For numerous reasons.
List all the reasons right now. If you're a real hater,
Matt's not a part of that group. 2, Jonathan's not a part of that group. 3, I'm not a part of that group.
Those are 3 pretty good fucking reasons, Ben.
Those are all the reasons.
God damn.
Thank you. Come again to my list of reasons for things.
13 reasons why.
That friend group's is my 3 reasons why I'm gonna end my life.
Okay.
Like that show, 13 Reasons Why. But I have 10 less reasons because my 3 reasons are just better reasons.
Yeah, I had way better reasons. I didn't need all those reasons.
And very efficient reasons for why I was going to kill myself. Yeah. Did you guys ever watch that show?
Yeah. The first season was like decent, and then the second season I was like, all right, I'm done. And then I think they made like 2 or 3 more. It went from about a girl killing herself to like a mass shooting murder cover up. I don't know, some weird shit.
Yeah, a guy gets a broomstick stuck up his butt.
Oh yeah, yeah. That did happen.
That's fucking crazy.
That happened at my school.
That I remember that. Not really though. I would not have remembered that ever unless you just said that.
It actually did happen. And then it was blatantly ignored, and then when I found out about it after joining the football team, because it happened to one of the kids on the team, yeah, you know, I was like, yo, did that like actually happen? Like, did they really do that to you? And he like told me, yeah. And so,
Jesus.
you know, like I actually like was bringing it up to people, and then the coach like had a meeting. It was basically like, I've heard some rumors going around that this stuff happened, but I know that didn't happen. So whoever's going around talking about needs to stop right now. And I'm just like, okay, cool. It's just we're just gonna ignore this and let this kind of abuse happen to someone.
Yep.
That's cool.
That's football, baby.
Yep, and that was why part of the reason why I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be. I don't want to be.
I don't want to be a shithead.
I don't want to be on a team that talks about like, oh, brotherly love. We got to have each other's back, and then allow shit like that to happen to someone.
No, yeah, totally.
Special kind of brotherly love.
Yeah, you're just not cool enough to be part of the football team, dude.
I would never stick a broomstick up my brother's ass, but
Listen, my brothers, one time they were in a moving car and they threw a brick at my face. And that's how I knew these are my guys.
my boys,
It's do or die for them.
my fellow men.
That's just how guys treat each other, man.
Boys will be boys. That's what I'm saying. That's what we've always said. Boys will be boys.
It's facts.
So we're screaming. Man. Well, look at that. It's already 1 a.m.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I gotta go to bed. I gotta call it quits.
See ya.
Thanks for hopping on, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, anytime. Anytime.
Jesus fuck.
We didn't grift anything though.
We
Cold
grifted
War
consent.
pancake.
Oh yeah. Civil War pancake mix.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love it. I'm gonna feed my whole family on this for 10 years in our bunker.
And then you can grift your ant stream when you're doing that.
No, the world will be collapsing. I have to read them. I have to focus on reading my kids the Bible.
You can feed your ants Civil War pancake mix.
Actually, yeah. I'll have an army of ants. I'll have ant bombs that I can throw at people.
Sounds awful.
Cover them in ants. It will be.
Well, that sounds great. All right.
All right. Rest in peace.